I think any American tonight could be forgiven for being absolutely disgusted with the government that is led by President Barack Obama. So I've got more than a few thoughts tonight on the administration and its record of deceit, deception, and outright lies. The State Department today did almost the unthinkable after almost 8 years of never yielding to truth, denying all, and creating an overall pattern of dishonorable conduct. The Obama State Department admitted that it lied and lied throughout from its first public statement in January on Iran's release of 4 American hostages until the 3rd of this month, when the Wall Street Journal broke the story of the payment of $400 million in European currencies to the Iranians and the contemporaneous release of American hostages. At the time, that very day, I said in my commentary, quote, referring to the former Rear Admiral, that's very big-natured of the State Department, the spokesman, to acknowledge that some might be forgiven for calling payment of a ransom a payment of ransom. The ransom payment to Iran puts any American at risk wherever the Iranians have influence and reach. That was on the 3rd of August. Today, John Kirby acknowledged that, yes, indeed, those who he had forgiven earlier happened to just be right. The payment of the $400 million in currencies to Iran was contingent on the release of those 4 Americans. That it was what any reasonable and honest person knew it was. It was ransom. Yet 2 weeks ago, the president pretended to be even hurt, aggrieved, at even the suggestion that it was ransom.
We do not pay ransom for hostages. We've got a number of Americans being held all around the world. And I meet with their families. And it is heartbreaking. But those families know that we have a policy that we don't pay ransom.
They know. He was heartbroken. He lied. The Obama legacy has become one of shame. Lies have become routine in this administration. Lies are expected. Its lies about Iran are numerous. The State Department now faces a lawsuit after admitting it cut part of a 2013 video posted to its website about the secret nuclear talks with Iran. The State Department previously claimed it was just simply a glitch, but later had to confess it was deliberately edited and removed. All of this only part of what is a vast pattern in this administration. A pattern of lying, obfuscation, distortion, deceit. A House investigation last week revealing that the Obama administration manipulated military intelligence about the Islamic State. Of course, the president referred to the Islamic State as the JV team back in 2014, something he later tried to deny. He claimed he, quote, wasn't specifically referring to the Islamic State when in fact he was, and he obviously was. In 2013, the president claimed he, quote, didn't set a red line in Syria, but of course he did, and here he is doing just that.
A red line for us is we start seeing a whole bunch of chemical weapons moving around or being utilized. That's a red line for us, and that there would be enormous consequences.
Another lie, and to what effect? The administration's lies about the 2012 Benghazi attack continue to this day. They would have humiliated a less coarsened group of government leaders and policymakers, with the president not only still blaming an online video some 2 weeks after that terrorist attack, but doing so at the United Nations, bald-faced lying to the General Assembly, for crying out loud.
It was a crude and disgusting video. Sparked outrage throughout the Muslim world. There's no video that justifies an attack on an embassy.
No, there isn't. And there is no justification for a president who would insinuate and imply and lie. And of course, utter disregard for truth and disrespect for the American people as our president and his advisors cynically and vigorously lied, and lied some more in order to pass the president's signature law, Obamacare.
I intend to keep this promise. If you like your doctor, you'll be able to keep your doctor. If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan.
Mr. Obama repeated that claim for some 4 years. I believe this administration's legacy is already one of shame. Mr. Obama seemingly eager to lie to the American people and obviously encourage members of his administration to do so as well. And for what? Obamacare, we now know, is a disaster. It is headed toward collapse as insurance company after insurance company withdraws from the program and the premiums rise ever higher. And the member of his administration he has chosen to carry out the third term of his presidency has no higher sense of obligation to the truth or apparently to the American people.